Well, I done did it again. We got myself another 350. It found itself a new home in this garage, and I'm kind of curious about the heads that are on it because, well, let me show you.
Welcome to Cheapskate Garage. Welcome to Cheapskate Garage.
And now I'm going to join the struggle bus of getting this out of the truck all by myself, but I think I can do it. This thing was paired up to a manual transmission. He said it came out of a truck. Says it's got some problems with some rocker arms on one of the heads. Tear into it, find out what this thing is. So comment down below right now if you think this is going to be a 2-bolt or a 4-bolt main block. They say there's more 2-bolts out there than there are 4 bolts, but the last 2 of these casting numbers I've had, they've both been 4-bolt mains, so we're going to keep the fingers crossed. Crisscrossed. And just like that, she's on the cherry picker, hanging. Now, this is kind of interesting. I don't remember seeing that on my block that's in the S10 right now. And as we walk around it, these heads are, I don't know what heads these are with the angled bolts in them. See how you got 2 going in and 1 up? It's kind of different to me. But, yeah, I don't know. We're going to figure this one out as it sits there. And just like that, it's on the engine stand. I'm kind of interested because this is the first time I've seen one with a timing tab right here. If that's the case, and on the engine on the S10, that means my timing could be really screwed up. So I gotta look into it and why that one's in the center. If it's just like a mark on the balancer or what, or if they did that some reason, I don't know why. So definitely gonna be looking that up. If you know already, comment that down below why that's like that. Anyway, we're gonna probably pick this up tomorrow. So you guys have a good night. See you in the morning. Well, we're on day 2, or evening 2 of this, and I don't remember where we left off because I'm not going to go back and read my pictures or watch my videos. But I'm just coming out here getting it done. But let me show you what I've got going on so far. Oh my God, I got the intake off, and actually, let me keep out of the light here. This valley looks pretty damn good, in my opinion. This is definitely looking like a builder motor. But you look down here on the floor, I got some rusty water there. That came out of hole number 1. And some more right there. That came out of hole number 2. So, now see, I started rotating this thing over. The crank bolt was loose, and then I got freaked out because, if any of you guys remember, I don't know if I showed it, but the crank bolt on the other motor stripped out, and I had to retap it to a bigger size. So when this one was loose, I was like, oh God, anxiety, level 100, just like, not again. But luckily, it tightened up and the motor rotated over. I squirted some PB Blaster down all the holes and soaking in there. Let me show you what the plugs actually look like coming out of this thing. For those of you that have built Chevy engines before, you kind of know the firing order and where the cylinders are, but So that's number 2. It's no rust on that plug. 6 actually don't look too bad. 8 might be a problem child, but it doesn't look that bad. None of these plugs look that bad. It just looks like it was a well-loved engine. So let me show you the real problem why I got this engine on the cheap. So we're looking over here. When I bought this, they said the rocker studs right down in there pulled out on number 8. So I don't know what they got going on here. That's okay. Because this motor, I think, is going to go to the machine shop, get all done up, get all dollied up, get all gussied up, and we might be building something else out of it. If it needs to be bored 30 over, a buddy of mine just messaged me today, said, hey, I got a set of 30 over pistons that I think were negative 4 cc's, so I think those will be like pop-up pistons. Don't quote me on that. Steve, you can comment down below if you watch this. But we're gonna go ahead and pop the heads off and get right back to you. And I'm sorry, I would have filmed the whole process, but I don't know where the fuck my tripod is right now because we're still moving into this garage, or this whole house thing. My shit's still in boxes. Speaking of the garage, all this is gonna get sheetrocked. All of it. I was gonna do metal siding, but after I did the maths on it, it was gonna be like $1,800 for metal siding for all the walls and the roof, and sheetrock's like $550. So obviously I'm gonna be doing the labor myself, so it's gonna look like shit when we're all done. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made last time of doing 1/4-inch sheetrock on the ceiling. We're gonna go 1/2 inch or 5/8. I don't know. But back to the engine. Well, we popped the head off and we learned something about this engine. Here's what it looks like with the head just come off of it. Now we knew we had water in this cylinder, and it actually doesn't look like it's that badly damaged. Maybe like a little hone. I don't know. I bet this thing was due for a valve job. But if you see right there, that says 040, so it's got flat top pistons with 4 valve reliefs in it. Just for quick reference, that is a 4-inch bore, and it sits about 3.5 inch deep. So it is a 350. The last question, the last mystery of this engine is it a 4-bolt main or a 2-bolt main? But it's getting late. I'm tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. So that's gonna have to wait till film tomorrow. But before I go to bed, I'm gonna get some paper towel, get that cylinder dried out, lubed up with some of that PB blaster, or if I could find the bottle of transmission fluid in WD-40, that would work just as well. So we're gonna get some paper towel real quick. So I went ahead, I pulled this other head off, and cylinder number 1 had water in it. You can kind of see down there where it stained it. That's not too bad. Right now she's got some PB blaster in her. I've been working on cleaning it out. But yeah, I mean, it's clean up in that valley from compared to what I've seen in the past. You know, I almost want to call it, this is kind of like ideal engine for a rebuild kit. Just hone the cylinders, new set of rings, maybe a new set of pistons after they actually come out and see what they look like. A good wash, some fresh bearings in there, aluminum heads, who knows. But we'll find out if it's 2-bolt or 4-bolt main tomorrow. Now we're draining some oil out of it. There was some water in the bottom of the block. So that's always concerning. Curious as what we get. Well, we got the motor turned upside down. We got the bolts taken out. Besides making a mess, it's time to find out if this is a 2-bolt or 4-bolt main block. You know, I remember back in the day I used to be really careful about taking engines apart, but now I just do this. One-hit wonders. Loosen it all up. Let's see what we got. She's, fuck yeah, a 4-bolt main. Hellfire. Oh yeah, we are in business. This will be the 3rd 010 block that I picked up that's been a 4-bolt main. I don't know how I've been this lucky. You know, everybody I talk to, everybody out there says, oh, GM made thousands and thousands of 2-bolt main 010 blocks. But no, this is the third time. 3 times in the last year I picked up a 350, you know, with an 010 block, and they've all been 4-bolt mains. So I think this motor is going to be a great candidate to be a stroker. If it was standard board, it'd be a 383. It's 040 over, so it'd be a 388, 389, since it's 04 over. I don't know. Hey, put it down in the comments what I should do with this engine, what you think I should do. So we're going to end this little short video there. I got lucky, as always, so I'm going to clean up my mess. We'll catch you next time, guys.